Merry Christmas, Tom. Tons of cool memories. I think my favorite memory, though, if I was to share any of my Christmas memories, it'd be the one winter that we were moving to Seattle for Christmas. And it went down in record as one of the worst Christmases, because remember, we were stuck at Kent and Sheila's house, and you and I were upstairs, and I think Mom and Pat were at Aunt Janice's, and we woke up on Christmas morning and all their kids had like Christmas gifts, and of course we didn't have anything. So we just went back upstairs and we're kind of hanging out, and then you got me a Weird Al tape. You got me UHF, and to this day that was one of my favorite Christmas presents ever.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Tom. I'd like to thank you for all the great memories that you've shared with our family and all the hilarious times that we FaceTimed you and made us laugh and almost choke. Merry Christmas. One great memory I have with you, Uncle Tom, was when we were fishing and I didn't want to go hiking, so I stayed fishing with you guys and we had a great time, even though we caught absolutely nothing in that big, huge lake.
Hi, Tom. Merry Christmas. I just want to tell you thank you for all the many times that you have helped our family when we've been in a computer jam, or there were times I know that you bought us our first high chair, so Alex can thank you for that one. And I think you guys also bought us our first day crib, so you were taking care of us when we were young and poor and needed those things and hadn't purchased them yet. And that was always really cool to just see that you were willing to do something like that to show that you cared. And thank you for all the many years that you spent on Rubber Dollar trying to make that business work.
Merry Christmas, other Maravilla family. First up is Uncle Tom. I don't remember that high chair my mom was talking about, or the supposed time you gave me ice cream for the first time, but what I do remember is one time when I wanted to walk on the carpet with shoes on and you wouldn't let me, so I rolled my eyes, didn't even know I'd done it, and you got mad at me, and I learned how to roll my eyes, which I started using.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Tom. Some of the memories I have with you are going to eat dinner at your house. And I remember always before we ate dinner, you'd always tell us, wash your hands. And I could never figure out why we had to wash our hands, because we're just going to get them dirty when we eat our dinner.
Merry Christmas, Tom. One time that I've had with you, one fun memory I've had with you is the time when you came down to go scuba diving with my dad, and you came back and we were pouring buckets of water on each other. Then I grabbed the hose and started squirting it. Then you started squirting me. Then Uncle Pat and my dad joined in. They started squirting everyone with the water guns. Then it just turned into technically get everyone wet. Merry Christmas, Uncle Tom. I love you so. I don't really know what to say.
Merry Christmas, Tammy. We're all sharing memories, and so I had to come up with a couple Christmas memories, but these are just general memories that I have about you. Was when we arm wrestled in high school. I'll remember that because I always get to tell the story about the time I got beat in arm wrestling by a girl in front of all my friends. That was kind of embarrassing. It was really cool. We got to be in stage band together and going on band tours together, and all the crazy people we got to interact with.
Merry Christmas, Aunt Tammy. For Christmas, we decided to share with your family some of the best memories. With you, there's lots of great memories, and I can't actually pick one.
Hey, Tammy. When I think about you, I think about all the good talks that we've had over the years and fun times that we've had playing games, eating good food whenever we got together. Also, I also think about how talented you are and all the many gifts that Heavenly Father has given you. And then on top of that, you've been given the huge challenge of having health problems and stuff. And I just admire you so much in the way that you handle your trials. And I just have a lot of admiration for the way that you are so strong and able to handle the things that you're going through and taking things a day at a time and knowing what your limits are. I'm also hugely jealous of how organized you are and have become, possibly because of your challenges. It's created that strength in you. You've been able to make that a stronger attribute. And I love you, and Merry Christmas.
Aunt Tammy, I remember in Colorado how you had a salon in your basement, and I thought that was super cool. And so I asked you if you would dye my hair black, and you said you would. My mom said that you couldn't until I was 18, and I was super excited, and I'm like, oh, when I'm 18, I'm gonna dye my hair black. I've changed my mind since then. I think that'd be really ugly, but still, it was a nice thought, and I was glad you were willing to do it for me.
Aunt Tammy, I just love being around you. I love all the food you make. I like going camping with you, playing board games. You're a really funny storyteller. You tell a lot of really funny stories.
Hi, Aunt Tammy. A memory I have of you is the time when this summer we were at your house and we were like, what do we do? And you were like, let's play board games. We were all playing a board game. We're like, wait, but what board game we should play? We finally found out what board game we should play. But by the time you all got everything ready to play and then all that stuff, because it was a long board game out. I don't have a story for you, Aunt Tammy, but Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bailey. You're probably up in Idaho somewhere, or maybe you made it back in time for Christmas. Hopefully you'll get to see this video either way. Couple of memories. When I had to write down some stuff about Bailey, the first thing that came to mind was Angel Bailey. I remember how your parents, when you were misbehaving, you used to say, where's Angel Bailey? And you quickly change your scowl on your face to be like this little princess smile. And we used to always say Angel Bailey. 3, 2, 1, action.
Merry Christmas, Bailey. Well, the story I've selected for you is back when you were living in Colorado. We were all locked outside because we kept on going in and out and in and out, and Tom was just getting kind of upset about how we were going in and out. So he locked the doors, and we couldn't get back inside. And then, I don't remember, someone said they had to go to the bathroom, and then everyone said they had to go to the bathroom. And we were all having to go to the bathroom. So you're all like, I know, let's lift up the cage, go down the well, and pop the screen. And so we popped off the screen, broke it off. And then we jumped inside and all went to the bathroom. And we all got in really big trouble.
Hey, Bailey. You really impressed me. I just love your personality. You have such a fun personality. And I know you've made comments here and there about struggling with school and things. And it's just surprising to me because I think you are so smart. I even remember just the little spelling tests that you would bring home and stuff when you were little, and how you would always do really well on all your little tests that you would bring home. And I was always impressed with how smart you were growing up.
So, Bailey, how are things with you and TJ? Actually, I'm still kind of hooked on gingerbread. I need a new name for TJ because it's just not working for me, but
Merry Christmas, Bailey. A favorite memory I have with you is you taught us how to play cops and robbers, and we'd always go down into the basement and we'd turn off all the lights and we'd play cops and robbers, and your parents would yell at us every time because we'd be screaming and stuff.
1 and action.
Hi, Bailey. One memory I have with you is the time where you went to go see Inside Out at the theaters, and I was like, I want to ride in the car since you could drive, and then I want to ride in the car with Bailey, but my mom said I wasn't allowed, and I was really sad, but I hope next time I come over, I'll be able to ride in the car.
Ready, set, go.
All right, Merry Christmas, Maddie. Hopefully you're getting this video right around Christmas time. One of my favorite stories about you, and it wasn't even with you directly, is I remember I called your dad one time, and he had water leaking down on his computer. And I was like, why is there water leaking down on your computer? And he said, I'm trying to help Maddie overcome her fear of flushing the toilet. So he goes, I had to show her that it wasn't such a bad thing. So he purposely plugged the toilet and then flushed it. And then of course it overflowed all over the floor, and it started leaking down into his basement. And I just remember thinking that was the funniest thing, that he probably traumatized you more, trying to help you not be traumatized about flushing the toilet. So sorry about your dad and all that stuff, but Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Maddie. Well, for your selected memory, I was thinking of a time that we had in our past. And I thought of the time that it was Christmas, I think, the week after Christmas, and we went up to your guys' house. And you had this Polly Pocket doll, and it had these slipper shoes that went on it, and you said I had to be careful not to lose the shoes, and I wasn't at all, and I lost both of them. And so I had to like, instead of playing with you guys, I was like, oh no, I just want to play with this doll. And really I was just searching for the shoes the entire time. I found both of them on the corners, like this teeny tiny corner underneath the stairs.
Madison, I just want to tell you how much I love you and Merry Christmas, and just say how I really appreciate in you the qualities that you have of how friendly and caring you are, and you always are first to just come and give me a hug, and I love that you have such a sweet personality.
2, 1, do Maddie.
Okay, Maddie, my ultimate favorite memory with you, still can't be beat, is that time we were sitting in a circle in the basement. We were trying to think of something to do, so I taught you this great song. Bye, benny, bim, ba bum, bye, bosh, ba bum, bo, bam, bye, bit, ba bum, bamboo, bit, ba pepper, buzz, bye, benny, bim, ba bum, bot. And then Carly Peter Pants. And you threw up salad.
Merry Christmas, Maddie. I remember when we were little, all of us kids used to have these like epic fashion shows, and we'd like you guys had this like curtain stage thingy, and we would like all dress up and we'd walk through, and you and Alex always got like the princess costumes, and Caleb would dress up like a ballerina, and I always wore that like really fat bumblebee costume. Yep, those are good times.
Are you going?
Go.
All right. So Caleb, Merry Christmas. Let's think of a few memories for you. Let's see here. One thing I always will remember about you is how much time you still love to play video games. How much time you used to spend on video games, and how you always had that screen time growing up. You love video games just like your dad. So that's been fun to watch, how you're so much like your dad. Plus, it's been fun to watch you take on new challenges. I always used to love coming over to your house and you tell me about cool things you found at garage sales, which that was pretty neat too. And I remember when you first started being able to play StarCraft, that was neat. And of course, anytime I come over to your house, you'd always want to play board games with us, and you'd always do really good, surprisingly. So it's been fun watching you grow up. I hope you stay, let's cut the end. What was I going to say? Action.
Merry Christmas, Caleb. Let's see. You have so many funny memories. How about that one when we were all going camping in Idaho? We were in the tent, and you were just like walking up and down, saying like these funny phrases and doing like these weird walks, like
Hi, Caleb. One of the things that I think about with you is how impressed I am that you have been learning the violin, and that you have that musical talent, and I hope that you keep working on that and developing that talent and making it an even stronger one, because I think that is so awesome. That's a gift that you can take with you after you die. It's one of those things that stays with you.
Caleb, I remember when we were little and we used to put you in princess outfits. You were okay with it for some reason. That was always really fun.
Merry Christmas, Caleb. One of the best memories I think we've had together is when all of us cousins were down in Grandma's basement on a Sunday evening, and we were all kind of bored, and we decided we were gonna like trick the little cousins who were upstairs watching VeggieTales, and like we figured out how to like turn it off on them, and they couldn't figure out what happened, and they thought the internet crashed. And then we got bored of that, and we decided to move on, and we decided to do like lip syncing, and you did you sing along to that Running Errands with My Mom song. I still laugh about that to this day. That song was so funny.
3.
I'm running errands with my mom. Running with my mom. With who? My mom.
Action.
Hey Caleb, remember that time when all of us cousins got together? We were playing on their DSs, but I didn't have one. So we should get together and play games on our DSs and connect games. And this time, since I have DS, I'll be able to join in. So we should probably...
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one